Are you losing viewers in the first few seconds of your videos? Today, I want to talk through something that is at the top of my mind at the moment as I start creating video content, and that is the importance of creating a hook that is going to catch your audience's attention instantly. So in today's episode, I want to share 3 effective techniques that I'll be experimenting with this week. They're all quick, actionable tips that you can start using right away to enhance your content's impact. If you've been feeling overwhelmed and trying to figure out your path to success, I've got just the thing that might help. It's my brand new 5-minute daily planning and continuous improvement checklist. It's been specifically designed for solo entrepreneurs who are having a tough time balancing out all the things that are important to them. If this sounds interesting, simply let me know and I'll shoot it straight through, no strings attached. Hello and welcome back to the From Zero to Marketing Hero podcast. I'm Paul Heron. I'm a transformational coach dedicated to helping entrepreneurs remove the resistance that's in their way and help them show up authentically and start taking bold action towards what truly matters most. Over the years, I've helped empower countless clients to break through barriers and harness their full potential. This podcast is my latest way of pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Over the last 5 years, I have predominantly outsourced all my marketing, and I recently decided this is the year I'm going to figure this stuff out. So for the next 12 months, I am creating, posting, uploading a podcast episode every single day to document my journey and to give you guys a bit of an insight into all the highs and lows along the way. So without any further ado, let's jump into today's episode. So I had never actually measured a hook rate at all in the 5 years that I've been self-employed. I am genuinely brand new to this whole video content creation thing. But it has been fascinating over the past few weeks, starting to pay a bit of attention to all the different things that are important in terms of catching people's attention and having them spend time viewing our content. And particularly on social media, one of the most important things that we can have a think about is our hook at the very, very start of our videos. I am really new to this myself. There may be various different ways of defining what a hook is, but for my purposes at the moment anyway, I am looking at 2 different metrics. The first is a 3-second hold rate. And I guess this one is really aimed at, have I got something that's interesting enough to stop the scroll? And the second metric that I'm looking at is a 15-second hold rate. And with both of these, it is the amount of people who have reached either 3 seconds or 15 seconds in the videos that we're putting out. So I have only 1 week's worth of data. But as I said, I am already fascinated by how this all works. I didn't really know what to expect, but the averages that I have at the moment is approximately 40% for the 3-second hold rate and about 8% for the 15-second hold rate. I'm not sure whether these are good statistics or not yet. I'm sure that it is very dependent on the specific niches and things like that we are aiming our services towards. And I'm sure that just a blanket statement like that, it is really difficult to compare with anything else. But in my mind, all I'm looking at is in that first round of ads that I've put up over the last week, they are the statistics that I have to work with. So my goal for this week is to really just see if I can make any improvements to improve those rates. And I've come up with 3 things that I am going to try this week. So the first thing that I'm going to have a think through this week is the power of visuals. One thing that I have found myself doing more and more since I started this project, but particularly in the last few weeks since I started actually designing and crafting some ads, is watching ads. I've always been someone who would be at all costs removing my access to ads, walking out of the room when ads come on the TV, paying for YouTube Premium to remove the ads. But I now find myself watching as many ads as I can. And particularly at the very start of these videos, I find it fascinating the different things that people are trying to grab our attention. And one thing that has really stood out is the different visual effects that are being used. And I think that's a really interesting thing to start with. When I was creating that first batch of videos last week, I didn't put any thought at all into the visuals, really. The first few were literally me standing in my office here. I did have a little bit of a think about the background and went to a different location in the house for one of them. But I think it's even more than the actual location that you are filming yourself in. I think the most important thing is you need to stand out. Something needs to be new or unique, or something that the scroller hasn't seen before. And we're really just trying to pique their attention or elicit an element of curiosity, I guess is a good way to put it. We really just want them to stop that scroll. And I think the visual element is a fantastic thing to have a look at when we're trying to think about how we can come up with new ideas to test. So I guess my advice here is just be bold. It really is going to come down to trying different things. And that's exactly what I'm going to try this week. Myself, I'm not sure what that's going to look like exactly just yet, but having that on the top of my mind, how can I create a visual element that is going to grab their attention and hopefully stop that scroll and get them interested enough to watch a little bit more of the video. Following on from that, I think having a think about a bold question or statement that we can use at the very start of our video to get their attention even further. Again, this is going to be about testing different things to see what works, but I think one thing to keep in mind here is that our goal isn't to please everybody. It's not to get everybody's attention. So I think even thinking how we can be as polarizing as we can might be a good way to approach this. For me, the goal this week is to really have a think about who my ideal client is, get as curious as I can about the specific challenges they're experiencing right now, and I want to be talking directly to them. Yes, I know that many out there, the message might not resonate at all. That's okay. I know that if I'm speaking directly to the center of that target, there will be others in and around that vicinity that it will land with. And I just think the more that I can move away from being generic, the more chance I've got of piquing their attention and getting them interested in hearing what I've got to say. The third and final thing that I am going to think about trying this week is to potentially leverage the fear of missing out. One of the strategies that I have been talking a little bit about is genuinely providing value. And something I've thought about including in the hook is potentially trying something to the effect of, for a limited time only, I am offering this awesome piece of value. Watch the video all the way through to the end and I will show you exactly what you need to do to take advantage of this offer. I need to have a little bit of a think about how to apply this and how it might work. But the reason I mentioned this one is because this is the type of thing that has worked on me in the past. Whenever I feel I'm about to miss out on something or there's something available that I need to take action on today or I'm going to miss out, I almost feel that I have to take action. And often for me, it is the little kick I need to get me to do the thing that I was probably already intending to do anyway. And I just think that is an interesting thing to pay a little bit of attention to how I might leverage this within my own content creation process this week. Well, there you have it. They're the three things that I'm going to be focusing on this week. The power of visuals in our hooks, that opening statement or question, as well as trying to leverage that little bit of fear of missing out. I would really love to know what you guys think. As I've mentioned a few times, this is all brand new to me. This is week 2 of creating content and testing results through a small advertising campaign. But I love how this is coming together because I can already understand that it is far less about what I think might work. And it is all going to come down to testing, trying different things this week, testing against what I did last week, and just seeing what the results are. And this is the thing that I love more than anything else. So reach out and let me know what you think. Don't forget about my 5-minute daily planning and continuous improvement checklist. It's a simple tool, but it is really the foundations of exactly what we're talking about here. It will take you only 5 minutes a day. I've got a quick 5-minute video to go with it that will show you exactly how to use it. And it really can get you striking that balance between everything that's important to you and starting to build forward momentum towards your own vision. All you need to do is reach out, let me know, and I will send it straight through. The best place to contact me is to head over to my website, paulheronlifecoaching.com. There's a few different ways you can reach out there, but finding my messenger link might be the easiest. So just reach out and I will send it straight through. If you are enjoying the show, it'd be fantastic if you could take a moment to hit pause and hit the subscribe button. It really does go a long way in helping to share the show with a wider audience. So if you can hit that subscribe button, I would be truly thankful. And until tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.